The architect that worked with us, he's actually done a lot of work in helping us also do design spaces that foster innovation, really creating spaces that supported individual work, client work, and then teamwork.
It's great. There's a colleague who, depending on where he is in the space, I know the type of work he's working on. So when he's in here, he's at his computer and he's writing. He's like, okay, he's been processing information, now he's really just writing it out. And when he's in the cafe, it's kind of more like brainstorming, getting ideas going. So it's kind
of... Shall we? So this project room, you'll notice that we have like these rotating doors. One of the ideas behind that is often like teams will kind of rotate this stuff around, and other project teams or other folks will come along and they'll actually comment on it. Like they'll actually maybe even like write stuff on it, you know, like this idea sucks, or I've seen this idea before, or very interesting, you should come talk to me because, you know, I have, you know, this relates to something that I saw on my project. So again, it's kind of fostering that cross-fertilization and that pollinization. We tend to be very kinesthetic, visual and physical in the way that we think through ideas. So often these walls are kind of like, they're kind of living thoughts. We tend to kind of immerse ourselves in the data and use what we call like an inductive approach rather than a deductive approach where we assume a hypothesis. Rather, we're looking for that hypothesis to emerge out of the data.
So this wheel, don't take any notes of this stuff, this is just a frame to hold it, but this wheel has drive motor, steering and braking all in the wheel, and it's all drive that way. And it's a 360-degree wheel, so you can, you know, for parking, you can drive along like that, then, you know, just go sideways into the parking. Or you don't need U-turns, you can spin on your own axis and you know, drive back in the other directions. And you do amazing lane tosses with these things, as you can imagine. So now if you develop a concept like that, how do we develop it? Basically, we start out with sketches. We move to what I call non-functional prototypes. So you make CAD models, quickly make foam core, you know, quick cut models, that kind of thing, very, very quick and cheap. Then we go to semi-functional models, and we probably have some of them lying around here, where we use CAD-CAM plexiglass and stuff like that. The great majority of the funding that comes into the Media Lab is industrial, and that's structured in two ways. Some of it comes in as director project money. You make an agreement. We don't like that kind of money too much, actually. The industrial money comes in the form of industrial consortium money, where companies become a member of a consortium that's focused on some broad theme. They pay fairly large amounts of money, a couple of $100,000 a year or more, to come into the consortium. And the deal in the consortium is you get non-exclusive access to all of the intellectual property that's developed within the consortium.